3, 2, 1. Welcome to The Peaceful Truth, the podcast where we talk about everything from women empowerment, feminism, and everything in between. You are joined by your host, Kenzie Meekbeck. So I wanted to spend this week giving you guys an update about the podcast, The Peaceful Truth in itself. If you watched last week's episode, my sister was on as a guest and she did a great interview about what it's like to be a new mom and balancing life. But you may have noticed that my typical co-host, Megan, for the past year and a half, was not on. And this is because of professional reasons. We have determined that she's no longer able to do the podcast as of right now. So the format will be changing. There's going to be more interviews. There might be a few episodes like this one where I'm hosting by myself, or I'm gonna have some friends on to be co-hosts. So I'm excited about the new direction. I'm gonna miss Megan a ton being my co-host all the time. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's going to be happening and give you guys a quick update. That being said, there's going to be maybe some growing pains. I want you guys to be patient with me while I'm figuring out the new format. I want to continue this podcast though because I'm very passionate about the topic. It's a really good outlet for me and I'm excited to continue it and continue talking about something that I'm passionate about, women's rights and gender equality. Overall. So I'm really excited to keep talking about it and I hope you guys keep listening. So beyond that, I wanted to give you guys a personal update. Why do I just have blinds behind me with a light on me in a random room? It's because I'm moving soon and this is my old bedroom, but I'm going to be moving to a new apartment soon, which I'm super excited about. I'm going to be living with one of my really good friends, Sarah. So while I'm figuring out the new direction of the podcast, that's going to be happening. In the last year, I started a freelance business where I do freelance videography, and that was a lot of fun, but toward the end of the year, I had a really difficult project, and I still have my 9-to-5, and I was managing the podcast. So I feel like that's kind of why December, if you noticed in the podcast, we took a week or two off. And so I needed like a little bit of time for recovery for that. So those are some life updates and why the format hasn't been exactly the same as it was before. But in the meantime, I did want to do one positive gender equality story today, just to kind of give some positivity and shine some light and some inspiration as well, because these women are super inspiring. Last week in India, a 385-mile human chain was formed by Indian women standing up in support of gender equality. And this information I am getting from the BBC. So this was a 5 million woman long chain. 5 million women showed up to line up. This was in response to a different protest, though, that prevented women from entering a Hindu temple. So back in September, a court ruled that overturned a ban of a historical shrine that didn't allow women of menstruating age to come to said shrine. Protesters of this overturned ban have attacked female visitors, and the left-wing government coalition decided to organize this human chain. I just thought it was really inspiring that 5 million women showed up and formed a link together. And it just kind of shows with everything in the Me Too movement and everything else how powerful if we combine together and stick up for one another, how powerful of a force we really can be. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week, and I'm excited to see you guys next time.